Hello, and welcome. If you're listening to this, chances are you feel a little unmoored, like you're standing at the edge of a vast, foggy shoreline, and you can't quite see the path ahead. The ground beneath your feet might feel solid one moment and shift like sand the next. This is the feeling of uncertainty. Our brains are prediction machines. For thousands of years, our survival has depended on our ability to anticipate what's next. Where is the food? Where is the danger? Is this path safe? So when we face a future that is unwritten, a career that is unclear, a relationship in flux, or a world that feels chaotic, our internal alarms start blaring. This audiobook isn't a map. I can't give you a pre-drawn route through your specific fog, because no such map exists. Instead, this is your compass and your lantern. Together we are going to learn how to navigate the unknown, not by predicting it, but by learning to be present within it. We will learn to steady our hands on the ship's wheel, even when we can't see the horizon. This is the Uncharted journey. Take a deep breath. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Accepting the weather. Imagine you are a sailor on the open sea. You cannot control the weather. You cannot command the storm to cease, or the winds to die down. Railing against the rain only leaves you tired and wet. Fighting the waves only risks capsizing your boat. The wise sailor doesn't fight the weather. The wise sailor accepts it. Acceptance is not resignation. It is not giving up. It is the radical act of acknowledging reality as it is, right now, without judgment. Uncertainty is here. The feeling of anxiety is present. The questions are unanswered. Saying this out loud can be incredibly powerful. Try it with me, either out loud or in your mind. Just acknowledge it. This is uncertain. And that is okay. When we fight uncertainty, we add a second layer of suffering. First, there is the discomfort of the unknown. Second, there is the self-inflicted pain of resisting that discomfort. It's like being caught in a current. If you struggle against it, you exhaust yourself. But if you relax, float, and focus on your breathing, you conserve your energy until you can find a way to shore. For the next minute, I invite you to do a simple exercise. Sit comfortably, and if you can, close your eyes. Picture the weather of your uncertainty. Is it a dense fog? A powerful wind? A relentless rain? Don't try to change it. Just observe it. Acknowledge its presence. You are the ship, strong and resilient. The weather is just passing through. Acceptance is your anchor. It doesn't stop the storm, but it stops you from being swept away by it. Chapter 2. Dropping anchor in the present. The anxious mind lives in the future. It's a ghostwriter, constantly drafting terrifying what-if scenarios. What if I fail? What if I get sick? What if I make the wrong choice? This constant projection pulls us out of the only place where we have any real power, the present moment. Mindfulness is the practice of dropping anchor, right here, right now. It is the simple act of bringing your attention, gently but firmly, back to what is happening in this very second. Let's try a grounding technique together. It's called the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Wherever you are, we'll do it now. First, look around you and name 5 things you can see. Notice their color, their shape, their texture. My desk lamp, the blue pen, the grain of the wood on the table, a crack in the ceiling, the green of a plant. Now bring your attention to your sense of touch. Acknowledge 4 things you can feel. The softness of your sweater, the smooth surface of your phone, the pressure of your feet on the floor, the air on your skin. Next, listen. Identify 3 things you can hear. It could be the hum of a refrigerator, a distant siren, the sound of my voice. Now, bring your awareness to your sense of smell. What are 2 things you can smell? Maybe the faint scent of coffee, or the clean smell of soap on your hands. If you can't smell anything, just notice the simple neutrality of the air. And finally, what is one thing you can taste? Perhaps the lingering taste of your last meal, or simply the natural taste of your own mouth. Take one deep breath in and out. You have just dropped anchor in the present. The storm of what-ifs may still be raging on the horizon, but for this moment, you are here, safe, grounded. The future is a concept. This moment is real. Chapter 3. Mending your sails, the circle of control. When we feel adrift, it's often because we're trying to steer things that are outside of our control. The global economy, the opinions of others, the final outcome of our efforts. I want you to imagine two circles, one inside the other. The big outer circle contains everything you are concerned about. Your health, your family, your job security, the state of the world. Now picture the small, inner circle. This is your circle of control. It contains the few things you have direct influence over: your attitude, your actions, your words, your effort, how you treat yourself and others, whether you eat a healthy meal or go for a walk. Uncertainty-driven anxiety lives in the gap between those two circles. It's the energy we waste trying to control things in the outer circle. The path to peace is to consciously shift your focus from the outer circle to the inner one. Ask yourself this powerful question. In this uncertain situation, what is one thing, no matter how small, that is within my control right now? Maybe you can't control whether you get the job, but you can control how well you prepare for the interview. Maybe you can't control a health diagnosis, but you can control how you nourish your body and seek out good information. Maybe you can't control the chaos in the news, but you can control whether you turn it off and read a book instead. Every time you take one small action within your circle of control, you are mending your sails. You are reasserting your agency. You are no longer just a passive object being tossed by the waves. You are an active participant in your journey, steering your ship with the tools you have. Chapter 4. Finding your North Star. When sailors of old were lost in the vast, featureless ocean at night, they looked for one thing: the North Star. It wasn't their destination, but it gave them a fixed point. It gave them a direction. In times of uncertainty, our North Star is our values. When you don't know what to do, ask yourself who you want to be in the middle of it all. Your values are the adverbs that describe how you want to live your life. Do you want to act with kindness? With courage? With integrity? With creativity? With compassion? Uncertainty can strip away our external identities, our job titles, our plans, our routines. But it cannot touch our core values. If your value is connection, maybe the right next step is calling a friend, regardless of your career uncertainty. If your value is learning, maybe you sign up for an online class, even if you don't know where it will lead. If your value is kindness, the most important action you can take today is being gentle with yourself. Your values are your internal compass. The path may be foggy, but your North Star will always show you which way is forward. It doesn't tell you the destination, but it ensures you are always moving in a direction that is true to you. Conclusion. We have journeyed far. We've learned to accept the weather instead of fighting it. We've practiced dropping anchor in the present moment. We've focused on mending our sails by acting within our circle of control, and we have found our North Star in our values. The fog may not have lifted entirely. The journey ahead is still, by its very nature, uncharted. And that's okay. Perhaps we can reframe uncertainty itself. What if it isn't just a void to be feared, but a space of possibility? When a path is not set, any path is possible. An unwritten page is where the greatest stories can be told. The uncharted sea is where new islands are discovered. You are more resilient than you believe. You have the tools within you to navigate whatever comes next. Not by having all the answers, but by having the courage to live with the questions. Be patient with yourself. Be compassionate. When you feel lost, drop your anchor. Look for your North Star. Take one small step. You are the captain of your ship, and you are ready for the voyage. Take a deep, slow breath, and sail on.